Good morning, guys. Hope you're doing well. So this is something new on this channel now. Potentially every day now going forward, I'm going to join you here on YouTube, potentially live some mornings too, so we can get a bit of interaction. But what we'll do is we'll go through some technical analysis. We'll start off with Bitcoin just to have a look what's going on, because that does give a better feel of the entire market. And then we'll go through requests. So what I'll do, after this video, once you have watched it, or if you watched part of it, comment below which altcoins you would like me to take a look at on tomorrow's video, and we'll go from there. So every time we do a video, make sure you comment it below, and then I will cover analysis on that altcoin in the subsequent video. Whether that's a day or two after, I will make sure that I cover it. So we'll just start off with Bitcoin and have a look, like I say, at the bigger picture. We were doing well, weren't we? We had that beautiful daily bullish engulfing candle form there. Well, this is a 3-day, should I say. Look at that one. That's it there. We've hit that level of resistance there. I mean, this green band here at 46k is some major resistance. If you're looking at this, where's my brush here? You see all this area, it was a major support area. It was a major support area here, and then it's flipped back down to resistance around here. We've hit it here and here. So now that is an area that we need to get through. We are currently now pretty much we are still actually trending up. It's not much really. I mean, if you look at this in terms of a higher low strategy, we actually formed a lower high there, which was, we didn't need that. We needed to get back above really 45,800. Anything around 4,600 would have looked really good, and I think would have, I should say 46,000. Anything above that would have been great, because then we would have formed another high, and that would have been great. But we've dumped straight down and come back down here, so it's not looking the best at a minute. But we are still above this yellow line here. This is the area that I've got marked up for quite a long time now. As you can see, we're multiple taps down there, multiple taps down here. Hit it there. So fingers crossed that we do push up. I remember last time we had 3 taps of it down here, and then we pushed to the upside. So far 1, 2. So let's see if we do bounce here. But it is a long game now. This is just, don't start throwing money at things thinking it's going to go up tomorrow, because I mean, the potential it could, but you just have to be wary. And the current economic outlook is not so perfect. So for me, if you're looking for buys, I'd still target down here at 34,000. If it goes lower amount, then we do start buying lower, but I don't think we'll go any much lower amount. We have got this major support level here down at 29k, which we've tapped before. I don't think we'll get there, but I would start buying from here if it did come down to those levels. So 34,700 is where I will start deploying some capital into BTC if required. But I mean, that's a bearish scenario. Anything for bullish narrative, we need to get back above 42k. We actually did well. We got back above it here and then rejected. Same again here. We got back above it and then rejected. So this 46k level is a bit of a tough one to crack. So as this is the first one, do not have any requests yet. But what I will do is just look at some of the alts that I've been following for a while. And like I say, once I've done this video, comment below and I'll cover them on tomorrow's video. So I'm going to start off with Polkadot. I think this is massively undervalued. What we've done slightly is broken out of this major downtrend what we've had, and we've come back up. It's looking like we'll come back down to retest that trend. So for me, a couple of levels where I would be starting to buy. I think $15 is fair value for Polkadot. It is crazy right, it's come back down to these levels, and for me, it's one of the more superior blockchains out there. I don't think it's been given light of day yet, and I think once all this ecosystem does start to develop, we know that parachain's in full swing. When more come online, remember there's 100 spots, when they start boosting that ecosystem, maybe in the next 2-3 years, I think you'll be looking back at it one day and thinking, damn, $15 is that level where I should have bought. So for me, I would be buying from $15 all the way down to here. I've got it marked up. This is an area that we did bounce back in July when we had that market dump, and then we went on to create subsequent all-time high. So for me, $15 all the way down to 10, I think is a decent area. I do not see us or envisage us ever going back down below that region, because that would be crazy getting back down below $10. Do not see it happening. So all in all, we've had a bit of a breakout of that downtrend. It's nothing to get too excited about, because Bitcoin pulls up and then Bitcoin smashes right back down. So areas to buy around there. And if you're looking to sell, personally, I'm not going to be selling until I get back up to these red levels at 37, 46, and then 55. They're my 3 red levels where I will be taking profit off the table. I won't be getting rid of all my Polkadot, but I'll be taking quite a bit of profit off the table there. Looking at Ethereum, currently $2,500. I think this is a great buy again, to be honest. Remember, we've been up to close to that 5k mark where everybody thought we were going to get, and then we just turned around and the market's died off ever since. I think it's tough because the markets have not seemed to gone the way they have in the past. And I know history can't repeat itself all the time, and it is still new. Well, crypto's new, isn't it? But we've had a hell of a lot going on. We've had COVID-19, we've got wars, we've got all sorts going on. Global and economic outputs are just looking quite poor out. So Bitcoin did okay last year, but it was nothing too exciting, was it? I mean, we did see some all-time highs across the boards, but I still don't think we've had that major rally that everybody were expecting and craving. So looking at Ethereum, I've got a major level down here at $1,700 is a buy level, where personally I would be buying it up. I think currently it's at 2,500. It's a long way down to there. If you look at this from current prices from here to here, it's still another 30% drop. That would be quite harsh, wouldn't it? But dips are for buying, and if it does come down to those levels, I would be buying, and vice versa. We've got $1,300 and $1,700. I do not see it going down there, but like I say, if it does come down to those levels, I'll be mopping it up. So that's Ethereum, BTC, Polkadot, and a couple more I want to look at today is VChain's been doing crap as well, hasn't it? I mean, look at that. It looks like an absolute rug pull from the highs. If you look at the highs there, to the lows, to the very lows, an 85% drop, which is savage, really. But the asset is still building. I don't hold any VChain at the minute, but I'm looking to get back in. I think now is a great time. Only thing I'm waiting for is potential loss of this level. I mean, when I bought all my VChain, it was, let's have a look, back in 2020, around here. I think I bought it on this spike around September. Yeah, about 1.4 cent is where I bought mine. I have offloaded it all, sold it up, but I will be looking to buy. If it does come back down to these levels, I'll be buying back up and riding it all the way back up. I actually missed that sell level. I think I sold it somewhere around here, so I was in major profit, but I expected the market to continue. It just didn't, did it? We just didn't seem to have those legs and altcoins. Even though that was a great rally, I just thought it could have done better, but that's what it is, isn't it? Remember, next time just keep taking more profit. So VChain's looking okay. I mean, for buys, I'll say it's looking okay. It's not looking okay. It's managing to stay back above the support level at 4.4 cent. It's a key area that I think if we did lose that, then we're not been down to those levels since here. If you look at that, that down at 3.4 cent. So that's a potential area to load up as well if we mark it up with a horizontal ray there. That's an area where you could potentially look to buy, but I will be laddering them in from there to there, and I'm going to be waiting. Like I said, I'm going to be waiting until if the price goes come back down to maybe around 2 cent or less. I think that'll be an area where I do start to target more buys. And then finally, just finish up with BNB. BNB, to be fair, it's held up fairly well considering that. Look at that, we've had major growth on BNB from back in even January last year. Look at that, we're down at $41, and now we just sat nicely at 375. Major support around this region. If you look at, this is what, let's delete all that crap. Major support level here. We'll mark it up with a nice thick band. Actually goes all the way to the top. If you look at the top of them here when we rejected, then use it as support here, support there, and all the way through was support. So that's a clear level at around $330. Wicked into that several times, as you can see. Every time I wick into it, gets bought straight back up. So for me, I think that's a decent level to buy at $340. If the market did die off and Bitcoin went out on the monster shake up, you're going to look at these levels here. Major support. So that's down at about $250, let's call that. So maybe start laddering buys from 330 all the way down to 250. BNB is a solid asset. It's one of the biggest exchanges in the world, which just gets endless amounts of volume. So BNB could be a great buy. And looking at our side down there, our side's down at $45. So keep it simple, guys. If you're ever looking to buy assets, just buy at support and sell at resistance, and you don't need to go too technical into technical analysis. You can bang all these indicators on and look at, let's have a look at the moving averages. I use a 50 and a 20 usually. Nothing going on really. You can see I had a bearish cross back here on the 19th of December. Whenever the price starts to get back above the 50, that's when I'll be looking to potentially open some longs. But in terms of spot buys, you want to buy down here. If you're looking for leverage trades, you need to, for longs especially, you need to be above the 50. When we do get back above the 50, I'll be then looking to longs to ride it back up. But that's that video for today. Like I said, I'm going to try and do more of these videos as much as potentially possible. So remember, drop in the comments any assets you want me to cover and I will get straight to them. But that's going to do it for today. If you're new to the channel, please make sure that you are subscribed, hit that like button, and I'll catch you next time.